Time for the Weird and Wacky segment.
Abominable snowman.
He's not an axe murderer.
One of the TAs turned out to be a bot.
All right, we got one Weird and Wacky for you today. Robot dog cleans up beaches with foot-mounted vacuums, and this feels to me like not all that practical at all. And there's got to be a better way to clean up beaches. And why? Am I wrong?
Well, it's an interesting story. So it's mainly focused on cigarette butts. And apparently it's estimated that every year 4 trillion cigarette butts are tossed on the ground, I guess on beaches and stuff too. But they also leach over 700 different toxic chemicals into the environment. Okay, so here's a couple things. One, if you smoke, you probably shouldn't because 700 different toxic chemicals. But number two, if you do, can you not throw it on the ground? But people do. And so the point of these robot vacuum dog feet, that's like a phrase I never thought I'd say, is to get the cigarette butts out. And, but keep them somewhere else, I guess.
The number of people that smoke, that number feels astronomically high considering how few people smoke now compared to, say, 20 years ago. So are there still that many people that smoke that many cigarettes?
I think, if you look at other countries, the rates of smoking.
That's a good point. The rates of smoking are way higher.
Not like they are here, right?
Yeah, that's a great point.
I mean,
I thought about that.
There are some countries where fully half of the population smokes.
Yeah, you're right. I hadn't thought about that one. Right.
My
perspective is like
countries.
Yeah.
Right.
My perspective is like Metro Atlanta. You just don't see that much smoking in Metro Atlanta. But you're right. Other countries totally different. You're right. Yeah.
I mean, and honestly, it's our country as well. We were in New York not too long ago, and there's so much smoking.
So much.
So there's some cities where it's very, very prevalent. And like I said, in other countries, it is very high. There are some of those countries too where a non-smoking section doesn't exist in restaurants. I don't know if that's true now, but I remember decades ago, I was visiting in Japan and I went in early on. I was like, non-smoking, because that was still a thing here in the US. We had non-smoking smoking sections. Now, of course, we don't. It's all non-smoking.
Right.
There, they were like, there's no non-smoking section. It's all smoking. And crazy. So it's like, oh, that's because a lot of y'all smoke. So there you go. So
okay. Who knew?